So that sounds broke.
It was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. I'm done for the day. We're at our local circuit track, road course track here. AMP, Atlantic Motorsports Park. That's Clayton making all the racket in the background. We had a previous video, we'll link above, to when we had our first track event of the season. It's a little bit weird here because of the whole restrictions in place and stuff like that now, but at least we've got a limited group of people that are allowed to come out, and everybody's staying away from each other, and we're getting to have some fun with the car. So Clayton and I've been out once, Clayton's been out twice, now this is his second time out. Kayla's been out, she just got it back in from her second run, and everything's, knock on wood, going as planned. Cars are working great, and I'm about to go back out again shortly. So alright, so first lap of the day, second track day. This will be just a little bit more of a slower lap, and just basically a shakedown, get some heat in the car, get some heat in the tires, and then we'll go from there. Timbits, of course.
So I'll sit here talking to a camera, feeling like an idiot in front of people, but that's fine. Dave does it all the time, so it's all good.
I feel like an idiot.
So yeah, first couple laps went good. I think I only went out for about 5 or so, and everything felt good. Tires were getting a little bit too much heat in them, so I came in because it was getting a little loose, but that's generally the same type of thing we do every time. And Kayla did the same thing. She's running brand new tires, this time the Aero ones as well, but just a new batch. So she went out and heat cycled them a little bit last night just on the street. Don't know if it did a whole lot, but something's better than nothing. So she went out and said they were good. I went out in the Rabbit, and as I mentioned, everything seemed good so far, and laid down a fairly decent time on the old phone. So pretty happy so far. Let's see if we can keep it up, and we'll go from there. Yeah. That's Dave.
That's me. Soon time to go out.
Yeah, so Dave's going out next, so we'll set up the GoPros again, and you'll see his first lap out. And again, it's going to be probably a little bit of a slower one, just getting the feel for the car again, and hopefully next couple sessions after that we'll be putting down some hopefully faster times. I'm back and still chewing on the Timbit. What I forgot to mention is we're probably going to put the cameras in a few of the cars today. We'll put one in with Zach, and his video was just the last one up actually, so we'll put in some in-car footage with him, and again, like I said, my car, Kayla's car, and maybe a couple others if there's anything else around here that wants to put in, maybe an old Audi too if he's up for it. Have fun.
Thanks, see ya. As always, first time driving this thing, the brake pedal is so hard to get used to because there's no pedal and then there's lots of brakes. So compared to driving the everyday street car, it takes a minute to get used to.
Zach's window now. You would have saw his car in the last video. Right now he's only running it on wastegate, I think he said, which is right around 280, 290 horsepower or so. But still, like we were saying in the video, very fast car, very fun car. So we're gonna have a little ride along with him. You all strapped and good to go?
Good as we're gonna be. What's going to give a little bit more grip, but otherwise it's not a really hot day for once, so car's really happy, makes good power, way more than it needs for here. So we're just going to kind of keep picking at it slowly but surely, trying to make a little bit more power on track, trying to get a little bit faster. But otherwise, pretty good session. Only 5-6 laps at a time. It's tiring for a driver, tired on the car, so overdo it. One thing's for certain though, ever since getting this car tuned recently, it runs better than it ever did. It just is way more linear, it pulls great, and it makes great power. And it's actually hooking up in places I didn't really expect it to, so hats off to Dave and the boys for a good tune, and then maybe once I learn to get a little bit faster, we can actually set some respectable lap times. Woo! Got that good helmet look going on too. Check here in a second, see if my phone worked. If we got any lap data of any sort. It's just a cheap app, but it's free and gives you some lap times anyway. But see if we're able to go any faster that session or not. Definitely not by the looks of it.
So how is that?
It's a little slow for what I was expecting.
Yeah.
But again,
I mean, to be honest, you have tires on this and not like to stick up for you at all. I'd like to think you're slower than me. But like, to be honest though, it's like it's old tires that have been cycled like how many times?
They've got, yeah, probably pushing 50 heat cycles in them this
exactly.
So that they are getting tired.
And the track, everybody's been saying is a little bit greasy today, so
yeah, there's just areas where I think I'd normally be faster.
Yeah.
That maybe today I'm just not pushing it quite as hard, or I'm just not convinced that I can go that hard into it. But that's only got a few hours left. Push a little bit harder and see what we can get out of it.
Cool.
Yeah. Keep towing with tire pressures a bit, but it had felt better. So
awesome.
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction anyway.
Right on. Alright, so that's it for this one for now. Anyway, we might put it back in later on. So as I was saying, like with Zach's tires, these are NTO1s on this, and there's like, I don't know how much you can see, but there's not much groove left to them. So it's, you know, bit of it might be track, bit of it might be tire. And if anybody forgets, this is the car that we're talking about. Shuts the tire coming off. sounds broke.
Sounds like it's down a hole, I would say.
Okay.
We lost a plug or something.
All right. Not a big
Because
deal.
it was fine the whole time, and then just on the very end of the last stretch, end of the back stretch, I felt it a little bit weird. And then as I was coming, I wasn't 100%, and then I was coming around the turn, I was like, yeah, she's down. Okay, Clayton. Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. Get going. Yeet.
All right, so
Saying goodbyes to everybody.
second day at the track.
Yep.
For us. And all in all, went okay.
Yeah, pretty stoked myself. It's really good. I mean, like I was explaining earlier, we use our phones for the lap timing and stuff, so it's not. It depends on where you have them. The GPS can be strong or not. So it seems like, from what I gathered,
We are in the sticks out here.
Yeah, the signal was strong, but it was overcast. But it looks like I ran the same time as what I did on my fastest time attack. So, which was a 1:18.5. So last time I would have ran a 1:18.7, which was close to my fastest during a time attack. Again, this is a non-timed event, but we timed them on our phones and stuff. And 1:18.5. So back at what I did last year with brand new tires. So overall, really, I'm pretty happy with that. The tires right now, as Dave saw what I had on my other camera and tried to show you guys, is they started chunking off a little bit.
Yeah, so they're getting to their end of their life. The last time out though, they weren't too bad. I wasn't going crazy, but
Okay.
they're still there to have fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For like lapping.
They're
and
still
stuff,
there to
it's
have
just
fun.
Trying to
But
push.
pushing them to the extreme, they're going to be on the edge of a little dangerous. So
Yeah, the car starts kind of plowing, and you don't want to put that. Really, I know a front-wheel drive car, you kind of want to want the traction in the front, but if you put those in the back, it's just a recipe for disaster with the lightness of the.
because the car is already light as is, which we got to deal with anyways, which hopefully we'll deal with before the time attack. But knowing how everything else goes, that probably won't happen.
No, because we have to look into a
giant
cylinder.
wing.
Well, no,
A giant wing, and
the cylinder misfire.
yeah, at the end of it, it looks like we lost the coil pack. So that's a minor detail, which I think is what it is. I left my laptop at home today, so I can't check it, but
Looked at the plugs.
all the plugs look good. So yeah, we got just a small fix on it, and maybe we'll tackle the wing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say if we'll get to that.
So today was good. We got a couple laps out in Zach's car, a few times out in Kayla's car as well. Her car's working great, going home.
And she did her fastest, basically, yet, according to what?
It seems that way, but
Yeah,
it's
not
very
100%.
It's very unsure because she had kind of a weak signal, so we got to find out if that was a predicted. Oh, excuse me, a predicted time.
Oh,
or if
right,
that, so
right.
we can't go off, but she was running really good today.
Yeah.
And we were gonna put the camera in Sean's Audi.
Yeah.
However, his last time out, it doesn't look like he has second.
He
third
lost a
gear
couple
now.
gears, yeah. So
Not ideal.
yeah.
But-
So all in all, yeah, some footage of Zach's car, which is the one. Obviously, maybe Clayton said it earlier. I don't know what he did when he had the camera, but the white Mark V that we put the camera in is the one that would be probably one of the last videos that we did. I don't know when this one will come out, but obviously that one did really good in the horsepower department, and he's only running it way less power than that. But he did tell me today that he started turning it up a little bit, so it's pretty good, and he's loving it. So that's good. So on that note, I think that's enough rambling. We're on the way out of the track, just so you guys can see.
Dirt road.
It's dirt road on the way in.
It
So
smells like a burn.
yeah, it smells like a burn. Yeah. So anything else, Clayton? As I always ask.
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. We got a little bit of work to do. Time attack coming up in like 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm hoping to do that. I'm not sure what Kayla's plan is, if she's going to do it or not, but I fully have planned to do it. So.
Do what?
The time attack.
Oh yeah. I didn't know what you're talking about. Okay, so that's enough. On that note, if you have any questions, comments, ask them below. And be sure to like and subscribe. No, you gotta like and subscribe, Clayton.
The one that other people say too is ding the bell, so you know when we're posting.
Oh, ding the bell. Yeah,
Ding the bell.
I'm probably not going to say that one much. Until the next video. Bye. 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 GoPro, stop recording.